Hello everybody, and thank you for having me here. My name is Evgeniya. I'm a Chief Operating Officer of B2Broker group of companies. We are liquidity and technology provider for both Forex and crypto industry, and we have been building our ecosystem since 2014. So today I'm going to share our experience, the challenges that we have faced in this, and hope you will enjoy it. I will start my presentation with a quote made by Financial Stability Board that is, sooner or later, demand for the most financial services will be met solely by an ever-evolving ecosystem of financial institutions. You know, these governmental institutions always like to give this very complex and smart quotes, but let me ask you one question. How frequently you started to hear the mentioning of ecosystem in conjunction of business in general or Forex or crypto business in particular? Personally, I started to hear this word so frequently last time from our partners, from our clients, from our leads, and this word became so trendy recently. But I got the feeling that many people, they just confuse the meaning of infrastructure with an ecosystem. So let's figure out what is ecosystem first. Ecosystem is the ability to connect different services within one infrastructure. And usually ecosystems can be divided into different parts. In general, it's at least 4 or more. So it's finance, e-commerce, lifestyle, and IT. And of course, this term became so trendy because of the reason and because it gives certain advantages for both businesses and clients. So the core advantages of the ecosystem accessibility means that, of course, for the user, it is much more useful to buy everything from a one-stop shop, from a one source, rather than buy different services from 2+ service providers. It's synergy effects. It means that people tend to buy more services if they can get some complementary services. The better user experience and transaction pace means basically the same, because when you buy everything from one single provider, you reduce times that you spend on transactions, etc. So what type of ecosystem usually we have? Here I put those ecosystems and those examples that I use personally in everyday life. It's a Google, it's Apple, it's Amazon, and usually it can be divided by several types of ecosystems, meaning open, closed, and hybrid. So open model of ecosystem means that competent suppliers of goods and services have access to the platform. We usually see it in e-commerce because we know that in App Store, in Google, there are several suppliers, and both businesses, like an ecosystem and the customers, they benefit from it. And because of the level of security must be higher in IT and in finance, actually that's why here we have a closed model. So closed model means that supplier of goods and services is a platform, is an ecosystem itself. And in lifestyle, we usually have a hybrid. And very interesting fact that McKinsey made their own research, and they expect by 2025, so only in 4 years, to have 12 major ecosystems that will account $60 trillion till that time. So even right now, here I put those ecosystems that we have now. In 4 years, it will be like 12, but a major one. So if we will speak about our industry, about fintech in general and Forex and crypto industry in particular, here we also can distinguish 3 different types of ecosystem. And the first one that I put here is a service provider, or let's say trading technology provider. Second one is a Forex broker, and third one is a crypto exchange. So if we will speak about trading platform and B2B technology provider, so it is understandable that the main basis of this kind of ecosystem is IT. Because if you will not provide the high level of IT services, basically your customers will not meet their needs. So a good example of this kind of ecosystem is very well known to all of you, a company called MetaQuotes. In addition to their main services, which are trading platforms and trading terminals, they also provide several other services that their customers can use within their ecosystem. So they also provide VNS connection, they have their own programming languages, and they provide many services to the in terms of business. Like they have a very good system of task management called Teambox, they have a marketing in-depth analytic tool called Fintasm, and few of other, and they also have good service as for educating of employees of the brokerages who buy the terminals. In terms of Forex brokerages, actually I can bring you many examples, but here I would like to tell about the company called Etoro, because they're on the market for a very long time and they have their own IT infrastructure made by their own. So in addition to the trading platforms, they also have a money management system. And in terms of community, they do a great job because they give their customers, their traders, ability to merge into some private clubs, and that is how they grow their community. In terms of crypto exchange, I think that the amazing example of ecosystem of cryptocurrency exchange is a company called Binance. So in addition to the services that they provide for their traders, such as cryptocurrency exchange itself, they also have their infrastructure, but they also do a lot for grow blockchain industry as a whole. For example, they have this analytical lab where they analyze blockchain transactions and blockchain as a whole, and they also have this like blockchain academy for the education. And one thing that I will mention a little bit later is about M&A. So what they do, they also have a kind of accelerator for the blockchain startups, and they grow these blockchain startups that in future can be addition to their ecosystem. Here I would like to tell a little bit about ways of you to build your ecosystem. So there are several ways of doing it, and first one is organic. So organic, it means that you build your products on your own. You mean everything in-house. This is one of the most costly and one of the most time-consuming ways of doing it. Why? Because when we were speaking about the meaning of ecosystem, we figured out that this is the combination of the products in one infrastructure. So to build even one product, you have to have a bench of developers, you have to have project manager, product manager, testers, QAs, etc. And of course, the salaries in this industry is one of the highest, and the level of competition between the companies for the developers and for IT people is also very high. So you cannot expect that today you are posting a job position and tomorrow you will get this IT guys, right? And for each and every product, you have to have a separate team and then to integrate it. So it's costly, it's time consuming, but it has one big advantage. You will not be independent from the service provider. Of course, we can think about this from the other hand. If you really trust your service provider, if it's company with a good level of trust, then that's not a disadvantage at all. And second way of building your own ecosystem is boosted. So boosted means opposite. It's when you do not build your products on your own. It's when you buy these products from service providers. So it also has its own disadvantages and advantages. And the big advantages is that the price and the time that you will spend on building this kind of ecosystem on a boosted model is very low. It means that you can buy a ready-made product that will be set it up for you just in a few weeks or few months on the price of, let's say, salary of one developer, but you will have a ready-made product. And disadvantage is that the level of autonomy is low because you will be independent from a service provider, which is, again, can be good, but can be not. But what I would like to tell is that if you're speaking about market, you understand that, let's say, right now we have some market demand for one product, and the demand is right now. So if you will start to build it on your own, it means that you will spend some time on that, and you cannot predict that in time when this product will be built, there still will be demand for the market. So sometimes it is much more easier just to buy this product and start to make some money. M&A is very interesting way of building your ecosystem, but this is a way that is usually used by the big companies, because if to compare it to Boosted, we just buy one product from a service provider. Here we buy the whole team, or we buy the whole company with a ready-made product and with a team that is going to maintain and support this product. So M&A usually are used by the companies such as Binance, let's say. And hybrid is basically a combination of one or few. And here I would like to tell you about our own experience, because it took us 7 years to be where we are now. So from the very beginning, we used hybrid model of building our own ecosystem. Like 70% of our ecosystem, or maybe even more, was made by organic model, but we also used boosted model to accelerate our growth a little bit. And right now, our own ecosystem can be divided into a few parts. It's technology. In terms of technology, we have our several trading platforms. And one of the major platforms that we built is B2Trader. It's a platform on the basis of which you can build your own cryptocurrency exchange. The other product that I would like you to tell, it's B2Core. It's a core system for the brokerage business. It's basically the system for both broker and its users, personal area or trader's room. You can call it as you wish. But what is more important, that was the first product that we built in 2014, but we never stopped development of this product. And every single month we add some features. B2Copy, it's a money management system. It's a system that you can use to boost your business model. Basically, that's a copy trading system when you are focusing on both beginners and experienced traders. So beginners can copy the transaction of the more experienced traders. Marksman Hub, it's spot liquidity hub. It's if you have your own cryptocurrency exchange, you can basically connect this liquidity hub, and through it you can connect to different liquidity sources and took liquidity for both, let's say, Binance, B2BX, or any other exchanges. In terms of liquidity, we provide more than 700 trading instruments, and just recently we added 15 new crypto CFD pairs, and in general right now we have 115 crypto CFD. We usually provide liquidity from different regulated entities. In terms of payment, we cover both fiat and cryptocurrency payments, and our European regulated company B2BinPay right now is in top 3 of cryptocurrency payments. We also added some value in terms of business. We started to provide some marketing services, but not advertisement. We just built a website. An example of websites that we can build for you, you can see on our own website, because it also was made by B2Broker. And usually I can tell that all of our products we first test on ourselves, and only after that we started to provide for other businesses, for brokerages and for exchanges. One also interesting fact, and the things that I'm personally very proud about, is B2Broker Venture Capital Fund. So I told you that we first developed and built our ecosystem on organic and boosted models, and right now we already reached that level when we also can do it by merchant acquisition. So what we do, we founded the venture capital fund, and right now we're in process of looking for blockchain companies or Forex companies that have their ready-made product and that would like or tend to solve it. So if you also have something to offer to us and that can be added to our ecosystem, we will be glad to review your applications and see how we can collaborate. How to build the ecosystem working with vendors. That's basically the boosted model. And I can tell one more important thing is that when you're looking for a service provider, you have always be aware about one thing, that you can ask them, do they stop develop their products and sell it as a ready-made solutions, or you also will going to receive this update? Because we in B2Broker, what we do, and this can be confirmed by the clients who were working with us from the very beginning, the products that they bought, let's say in 2014, and the same products that they have right now, that's completely two different products. Because every single month we release some new features. We are always in time with the market and we understand the requirements of our clients. So if the requirement is something, then we will do this something. So what I would like to tell, we will be glad to answer your questions and give you some ideas of how to build your ecosystem. And we are here on booth number 3. You can come, we are diamond sponsor here. And thank you so much for your attention, and I really hope that this information was useful for you. Thank you.